Hey, my name's Jason Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about rents that are dropping. You see, in London, rents have actually dropped for the first time in 14 years, and it's not an insignificant drop. It's quite a big drop. So in this video, I want to talk about why rents are dropping. Could this continue? And what's the real cause of this? Because we talk all the time about rental supply dropping, but there has to be a reason why, if rental supply is dropping, the actual cost of the rent is also dropping. Well, this video is going to cover all of that. Now, if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do make sure you subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We're a property channel that gives you all the latest property news, house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And if you have a look around this video, you'll be helping us get to 50,000 subscribers. We're really close now, a few hundred subscribers needed. And let's get some more views on this video. How do we do that? Well, your part's simple. All you need to do is smash like, tick or like, do something to that like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really has helped the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So, what is going on? This doesn't make sense, does it? We're always talking about rents going up, and rents have been going up at an alarming rate. In fact, it wasn't long ago, about a year ago, rents were up over 10%. As an average in the UK at the moment, rents are up more than 5%, which is higher than the inflation rate at the moment. But London, central London, is bucking the trend at the moment. And so central London rents are down on an annual basis, huge amount, £2,148 down. That's not insignificant, is it? And that's going to help a lot of people in London that are struggling at the moment. So on a monthly basis, they are down on average £179. So that really does make a difference to someone's take-home pay packet, and gives them that little bit extra money when they need it at the moment, when you've got high grocery costs, when you've got high energy costs, and everything else is just going up in price. So rents have hit a peak. Now, this is in inner London, in central London, that this is happening. Now, the reasoning for this seems to be that a lot of landlords are trying to sell properties in central London at the moment. That's been talked about a lot. But the problem is, they can't sell. There isn't the buyers running into the market to buy at the moment. And we know that's true because sales figures are down, buyer inquiries are down, and people just aren't looking in central London at the moment. The perception is that it's overpriced, and you've got lots of uncertainty at the moment. You've got the budget looming at the moment, and a lot of people want to wait and see what happens with that, because potentially stamp duty could get abolished. Potentially stamp duty could become a property tax, or you could get the option to pay in instalments. And stamp duty in London can be quite high, so paying in instalments could be quite attractive for prospective buyers. And so what's happening is these landlords have got their properties on for sale, and what they're doing is not putting rents up or reducing rents to keep the tenants in place while they're trying to do that sale, because the last thing they want to do is list the property for sale, but also not get income from rent. So there's some flexibility there, and tenants are negotiating better terms at the moment. What's also contributing to this at the moment is tenants are down. There are a lot less tenants in London at the moment, 7% down on an annual basis, looking in central London, because people have just read the headlines, they've seen the news, they look at Rightmove and they say, wow, I can't afford that. So they're looking at the home counties, they're looking at the commuter towns in Greater London and just outside where they can commute in. And so those places are going up in rent, and that's why people are moving out of London and commuting in on a daily basis to save themselves a ton of money. So tenants looking, demand is down, and when demand is down, that means landlords have to make a pretty brutal choice. If they want some income, They've got to reduce the rents, and that's what's happening. And that's what we've said all along. If you want house prices to come down, or you want rents to come down across the rest of the UK, you need to build more properties. It's a supply and demand issue. We don't have enough properties in the UK. And so because of that, house prices keep going up at record rates, and they just don't stop. Same with rents. 14 years rents have been going up with no drops. And now we're starting to see this is the consequences. Now, this could move out of London to the home counties, because look, you've got people that wanted to rent in central London that are now looking at the home counties to rent. So the home counties, they're going up. Those rents are increasing, but they'll hit a ceiling as well at some point, and then people won't pay. And so that will impact those places as well. So that's interesting to see. So what's going on with outer London? Well, rents actually, just quickly here, the average rent in central London is down 5.8% down on an annual basis. Now, in outer London, it's not quite as bad. So the average rent in outer London stands at 2,311, and that's pretty much flat. That's stable there. That market isn't really moving because, as I said, people are moving out from the central areas to the outskirts of London, to the home counties, where they can afford it, but they can still get that high-paying job in London. They just have to commute, which they might not want to do. It's not their ideal, but it's the only place they can afford. So it's interesting to see that demand is down in London. It's interesting to see that it's down on rents and on sales at the moment. And so London house prices, they're just struggling. They're not selling. And that is going to be something that continues, I think, for some time. Rents, will they continue to drop? Possibly. If more people leave and decide London's too expensive, then they'll leave that area. But some could be drawn back in now. Now they're seeing £179 a month discount. That's not insignificant, and that could bring some more people into the area. But it's interesting to see lots of things start first in London and then they move out to the home counties. So could we see rents drop there? Possibly. What do you think about this? Do you think London's too expensive? I think we all agree it is, right? It's very expensive to buy a house, also to rent a house. Do you think they're going to drop even more? Let me know in the comments. Do smash like while you're here. And while you're here, if you haven't grabbed it already, do grab our ebook, Mortgage Secrets, How to Get the Best Mortgage Deal in 2025 and Beyond. This will teach you how to find the best broker, and also teach you how to get those off-market deals. You know, on car insurance adverts, you see Direct Line. They're not on the comparison sites. They're not with brokers. Well, there's loads of mortgage lenders like that as well. And you should be checking out those deals, because they can often be some of the best deals in the market because they're not paying big commissions to the comparison sites and to brokers. We list all of those in there, the main places you should be trying. How you grab this is you get it in the first comment or in the description. So grab that while you're here. Do comment on this video. Do like, do subscribe. Let's get that 50,000 in the next few days. And check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.